So today's video is a long-awaited Fenty haul. So I bought the foundation, the Metal Moon highlighter, which I did mention in another video because I couldn't wait to use it, the Fenty gloss, I think there was only one, and the little beauty blender. I will say that I bought this from the actual Fenty website. I would just recommend buying it from Sephora, if you're in the UK, Sephora or Harvey Nichols, just because it is a lot quicker. This took probably 12 days, 2 weeks, that kind of rough timing. If you're not in a rush, that's perfect, but I just thought I'd give you a little hint. If you don't want to watch this video all the way through, I used, and you like the look of my skin, I guess, I used the shade 170, and it does oxidise. I show that in the video, so that's just a little heads up on buying a shade. It does oxidise. I thought this was going to be very light, but actually once I've done all my makeup, I think it's actually a really good colour for me. So yes, I think that's all I kind of wanted to say actually in the start. But yeah, so if you want to see how I got this look, my swatches, my how it oxidises and everything else, and my opinions on the Fenty range, then please keep watching. Okay, so I've literally just received my package. I am so excited to try this. So, it comes with a little card with, oh, it says perfect. Is it perfect? Yeah, it says perfect. Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, and obviously Fenty is her surname, if you guys didn't already know. Okay, so this is what the box looked like when I opened it. You get, it says like Fenty up here with the same like graphics as the box. You get this little card, and then you get all your products in this nice little bit of tissue paper with the sticker that says Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. So, one item I have already tried, which was in my haul. I'm just going to do that quick. I did the other day, which was the highlighter, but I'm still going to show it in this video. So I bought the foundation, which looks like this. Comes in the box with the kind of Fenty packaging. So I got the foundation. I got the lip gloss in, it's called Fenty Glow. I think there was only one shade. I got this little gloss. I got the highlighter, which you obviously saw. I think they're all called Kilowatt. Is it Kilowatt? I think that's how you say it. Freestyle highlighter. I got the shade Metal Moon, which I will show you shortly. And also I bought the beauty blender because I did want one, but I thought why not just try it, which this box literally feels empty, so I'm guessing it's really lightweight and good quality. So I have already primed, obviously I've done my eyes and my brows. I haven't got anything on my face apart from fake tan. One thing I will say is I bought the shade 170. I don't know if this is going to be good shade colour match for me. They have, let's say 70, they have 40 makeup foundation shades. Apparently I can't speak today. They have 40 foundation shades, which is absolutely incredible. So the range is really good. They go really light to really dark. And I'll leave a few links of different shades, you know, from maybe a couple light ones and then a couple with darker complexions that have tried it or swatched it, so that you guys can maybe get a rough idea, because I bought this before I'd seen a lot of YouTube videos. So yeah, anyway, I got the shade 170. I have got fake tan on the moment, so I don't know if that's going to go in my favour and match if it's slightly dark, or if it's going to be too light because I've now got fake tan on. But let's just give it a go. Like a that shape, oval almost, kind of, but this is what it looks like. So first of all, the packaging I am obsessed with. It's almost like this soft kind of frosted glass, I'm going to say, and this little cap. So let's just give it a shake. I've heard that this is really watery, but the foundation I currently use, which I love, is very watery, so I'm not too bothered about that. All I will say straight away is I think this is going to be too light, but we'll give it a go. So what I'm going to do is on one side of my face, I'm not sure, should I do it? I'm going to do the brush side on my primer side, and then I'm going to use the sponge, which actually, I've just got it out of the box. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. This is 32ml, and this is the beauty blender, so I'm going to get it out the packet in a minute. But I thought it was quite, like, from my other beauty blender that I've got, this is the normal beauty blender I've got, I thought it was going to be bigger. and this is a small beauty blender, so it's quite small. So let's get it out the package. Okay, so first of all, it's very, very soft, very squishy. Quite a little bit on my hand. Let's just see how runny it is. I think this is going to be way too light. Okay, so it's starting to run down my hand. So it is quite runny, but oh, I don't know. Now, I've seen that this oxidizes, so I'm just going to take it on the beauty blender. Okay, so it smells really good. This is the beauty blender side, which already is quite light, but I think it's going to be perfect shade for when I've got no fake tan on. But it oxidizes. I'll do a little swatch on my hand, and then we'll leave it, and then I'll do another swatch. So it does dry really fast, actually. When I do that lighter swatch, I'll show you how quickly it dries. Okay, so it has obviously dried down quite a bit, but the coverage is good. And this is the non-primer side, remember? So as you can see, it does oxidize because it's a lot darker down here to it is up here. And it does dry it down, that's what I will say. Like, it really does dry down. It has oxidized, but not massively. So what I've done is I've put on a little swatch on my hand already from when... So this one has already dried. So as you can see, like, it does oxidize quite a bit, but what I will say is if I'll just run my finger over it, can you see that drying, going matte? So as you can see, that's the difference between when it goes on and when it dries. So there is quite a big difference. You can see it starting to dry down here. Side kind of set. I do really like this beauty blender, by the way. So I'm going to let this set. And then I'm going to go in and do the other side with a brush, but I want to just give this literally like 5 minutes or something just to see what it does finish out like here. So while I cover up this bit, you can see the colour difference, you know. I haven't put any other product on. This is... The coverage of the redness is really good, but it's not massively thick. I'd say it's a very nice finish. I'd say if you had oily skin, this would probably be good as well because it dries kind of matte. Doesn't seem to be coming off on my hand at all when I'm touching it. It does feel very dry, I will say that it has dried down. Yeah, so if you've got oily skin, I would say that this is probably a really, really good foundation. If you struggle with foundations, this one is probably really good. Yeah, let's go in and do this side. Now this is the primed side, remember, and I'm going to go in and use a brush that I would normally use. And the foundation I normally use is probably more watery than this. This is the prime side. What I will say actually is with a brush, it feels kind of quite stiff with this brush. I'm not sure whether it's just the brush I'm using or... okay, so this is a really good shot to show you the oxidization situation. Use this sponge, which I feel like the sponge is a lot better for this foundation. I don't actually apply foundation a lot with a beauty blender, if I'm honest. But yeah, I feel like it applies better with this sponge. Whether it's just that brush, I don't know. But okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and contour and highlight and everything, like under my eyes, and then we'll come back and I'll use the rest of the products and we can talk about how the foundation looks after that. Doing this highlight, I absolutely love the sponge. I will say I love how it blends, and yeah, I'm glad I bought this sponge. It's good. Very good. Gone in and highlighted, bronzed my face. I need to be a little bit more bronzed, I think, to be honest. So obviously this foundation is slightly light, like just a little bit. It's not too bad. I'd say it was probably going to be a little bit dark for me when I've not got fake tan on, but it's not too bad. So I really like the coverage. I love how it looks with the contour and like once I've highlighted it on my eyes and stuff. I'm now going to go in, and I'm holding a lip pencil. I'm now going to go in and highlight. I'm using the, which I will say it's very dry, like it has dried. I mean, my hands, that looks awful. Has dried down a lot. So I'm going to go in with this, which is called Metal Moon, which is this beautiful kind of white pigment shade. I did actually show this in my haul video, as I said at the start. So I'm going to go in with the fluffy brush, run it along. What I will say is it picks up very well on the brush, as you can see it already, but it doesn't leave much of a mark, and it doesn't dust off, which I thought was really, really good. Now I will say that I don't think this is pigmented like that gold shade, which is to die for, but it is still pigmented. And I think it's a really beautiful colour. It's white, but it's got almost like a hint of a little bit of goldenness in it, I think, because it's not dead white, but it is beautiful. I'm just going to go in with my finger and highlight the tip of my nose. Like, look at it, I think it's beautiful. So for the lips, I've obviously got the lip gloss. I'm going to go in with just like a neutral kind of warm nude tone lip liner, and then we'll use the gloss. I will put the gloss on my hand so you can see what it looks like onto skin as well, because obviously my lip colour will vary to others. So yeah. Okay, so I've just applied this lip liner, which isn't obviously an overly dark one. So this is the lip gloss with Fenty Beauty on it, and apparently it's meant to look really, really nice on all shades of skin. I've seen a lot of people use this from different really light to dark complexions, so let's give it a go. But let me try it on my hand, which one, my fake tan looks awful on my hands. Wow, it's a very big lip application thing, and let me just make sure that's in focus. So it's this really nice shade actually. Oh my god, that smells incredible. Oh, my teeth look white, haven't they? Oh my god, what the hell? That smells so good, like sweet strawberries. Just like sweets, strawberry laces. So this is the shade. Let me see if I can focus it really close up. So it has got a bit of sparkle in it. I don't know if it's picking it up. You can tell on my hand about the foundation. We'll just go back to that as we're close up on my hand. Here we go. So obviously, as you can see, it has oxidised down. This was a slightly thicker swatch, as you can tell. And I've gone in with that lip gloss a lot thicker, so you can kind of see the glitter tones in it, which it has got a glitter bit. Look how shiny it is. So I'm going to go in and apply that. As you can see, like, I do have a lot of lumps kind of and bumps, which are spots under the skin pretty much, which a lot of foundations won't cover that. That's just my skin. However, I think it does look really nice, and it has got rid of the redness on them, especially this side. Remember, this was the redness side. It's not. I've used thicker foundations. The one I currently use normally, that is a lot thicker. So yes, I did zoom in because this camera does soften your skin slightly. So let's go in and try this gloss. So I don't quite like the big applicator. First of all, this smells incredible. I can't even tell you. Okay, so I've used it's quite orangey on my skin, I would say. Like, it is a little bit orangey. I'm just obsessed with the smell of that. Very shiny. And I don't know if you can see that glitter. Can a little bit. But I think this is really, really pretty. It is a little bit thick on the inner corner, but that's probably how I applied it. Yeah, I think it looks quite nice. Okay, so it's Future Lauren, but I've had the foundation on for about 7-8 hours now, and as you can see, it's still there. Highlight is still there. Overall, I'm happy with it. My skin isn't great, as you can see, but unless you're looking really close up, you can't notice that. It's not as full coverage as I normally use, but I love it. So back to path, Lauren. Just thought I'd add this little clip in. So just to round off, I got the foundation in 107, I think. Yeah, 170, not 107. 170. I got the Metal Moon highlighter. I've got the lip gloss in, I don't know what the shade is. There was only one, I think. Gloss Bomb. I don't know if that's just the, what's it called, and then I got the beauty blender. Really like this beauty blender. I was really happy with it. I'm so glad. It's really easy to get under the eye, and I used it for my concealer as well. I think I did mention that. So yes, if you like this and want me to get more, try it, whatever, because I know that there is a holiday collection or another collection coming at even the end of this month maybe. So she's bringing out products very fast. If her eyeshadow palette is going to be as pigmented as that gold, I'm buying it, because wow. One thing I will say as well, I'll mention it at the start of the video too, is buy it from Beauty Bay or something like that. Me being me, bought it from the actual Fenty website, and it took maybe like 12 days, 13 days, 14 days, 2 weeks or so. It literally did take quite a while, whereas Beauty Bay, you can get it in like 3 days or something. So that is just a little bit of advice on buying it, but obviously you can buy it from wherever you want. If you're not in a rush, then, you know, buy it from Fenty, but I don't think it really matters. I know they do it, was it Beauty Bay? No, Sephora I bought it from. Sephora or Harvey Nichols, they do it as well. So yeah, so if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about the skin, about the colour, about the lip gloss. What was your favourite product out of this? Did you like the look of this? And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, turn that notification bell on, because Halloween looks starting very soon, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
And she better than Kalani, and she speak a little Spanish. She said her flex is a hobby. Got a body from a mommy. Caribbean, that's my shawty. It sounded like she from the islands. Ooh.